YouTube, how you going? It's a reasonable sunny Sunday afternoon here in Sydney. I'm just about to do a water change. Thought you guys might find this interesting. This tank is set up differently compared to most others, even though I'm running a Fluval FX6. You see one of my shrimp actually come out. So, as you can see in the background, I actually have standpipes. So, they run out of my Fluval FX6. That's one of the returns. There's, as you would probably recognise it, the intake straw, or the intake strainer for the FX6. And over in this side, another return for the FX6. But they all come through the bottom of the tank. Nothing goes over the top at the back. The other thing we have here, covered in a peacock moss tower, is my automatic water levelling drain. Means when I'm refilling this tank, can't overfill it. Anyway, thought I might show you my setup. I designed this setup after, like everyone else, working on the bucket brigade. And I figured with such a big tank, it would probably be a wise move. So this tank, as I said, as I think I've mentioned once before, is actually plumbed into the house. It has its own wastewater line, and it has its own water line, fresh water line. I am a devotee, obviously, of Safe. Seachem's Safe. Spoon and a half in here, and I could do 100% water change and have no issues at all. I'll just show you quickly down below. Now, just turn the lights on for you. So you can see that line there goes up through the bottom of the tank. So that ball valve there, which I know it looks like it's open, unfortunately was a problem ball valve when I got it, but that one is actually closed. So for me to start doing the water change, all I really need to do is this. Stand back, let it all happen. I've been in playing with fish tanks now for most of my life. I say 14 years, that's 14 years straight since we've moved into this house, but as I'm in my 40s and I've been playing with fish tanks since I was 5 or 6, this is really for me like the ultimate tank. As you can see over here, that's one of the intake lines. Another intake line over here, pushing back into the tank. They just come to that point there, down and into the Fluval FX6. This setup was originally designed for the Fluval FX6, and actually was originally set up for 2 of them. I'm only running one at the moment. One is more than substantial when you come to a planted tank. Knowing me, I'll probably put an FX6 later on if I get another FX6 on, if I get a chance later, longer term. So as you can see, stand back now, that water level's dropping. Nice and quick, no mucking around. This, I suppose this is showing off, but this is just me showing you when a lot of people say, what would they do with their tanks if they had the chance? Well, this is what I finally had to do. Finally had the chance to do when we finally bought our own house, and like everyone else, up to our eyeballs in mortgage. We put an extension on the house, and I figured, well, there's no time like the present to have the toy I've always wanted, so here she is. Don't have to worry about the heaters, because the heaters are both down low. Eheim Jaeger 300s, both of them are down low, one at either end. They're set just a degree or 2 apart, keeps this tank normally around about the 25 degree mark. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, sorry guys. I know the tank looks a little sparse kind of in the front because those Tiger Lotuses are normally much larger, but I took a chainsaw to this tank the other week and went crazy, chopped everything back. The Ponjagieton is it the Crispus? Yeah. Sorry, that's a rigidifolia. The Apongigeton rigidifolia. That one is going off, and the Crispus over there in the corner. There's only a couple of minor differences between the two. The Crispus gets darker edges and not quite as large. Anyway, you can see the water level's going down. We're already at the 5-minute mark, so I will run a little bit more of this water down. Pause this video, and I'll, as soon as I've taken enough water out, I mean water running out can be pretty boring, I will connect it back up when I'll turn this thing back on when we start refilling. Alright guys, back again. It's only been another couple of minutes. Getting down a bit now. That's about the halfway point there where my finger is. So we're just almost quarter, which is what, 150 odd litres. 150 litre water dump in only, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minutes, let's say it's been. So let's stop dumping water. And let's add some water. So you can see the silver tap in the back. It's just a little bit hard for me to reach. I'll turn that on. Now unfortunately it does take a little while for it to catch up. You know, City Grid's only just what City Grid is, so it's not a 2-inch water pipe. Anyway, 1 second. Right, so turn the water on down the back here, and I've got this valve here. It's just a secondary safety valve, be on the safe side. The line comes down, that goes into the FX, so I actually shut the FX6 down so we don't get any City Grid water flow through the system. So that feeds straight back up. And as you can see, we are now refilling the tank. It's funny, people use these things for floating fish, separating fish, and while they're very good for that, they're also good for floating plants. You haven't had time to plant. But anyway, got some. You can see the Riccia there on top on the standpipe. Now at this point, the tank cannot overflow. The top of that standpipe, I don't know if I can get a good shot of it or not. That's got a ball valve on the end of it underneath, but that's basically another dumper. Sets the level for the tank. Anyway, we'll do a bit of a refill. I'll drop in a couple of, well actually I only need about a teaspoon from memory. I need to reread the instructions. About a teaspoon is safe. Takes care of the entire water change in the entire tank. Anyway, thought you might find it interesting. It's definitely a privilege for myself to have this. Beats the hell out of buckets. God knows I've spent years moving buckets of things around. I know Americans, you guys have got the Python setups that run off a faucet or a tap as we call them, but well, I've got a drain line and a faucet or a tap here. One of the advantages to this setup is that even my Python, I think you guys also call these things, these water drainers, pythons. Even that's plumbed in. So anyway, thought I'd show you a slightly different way of doing things. Still using the canister. Love my FX6. It is brilliant. Haven't had to touch it. I think this, remember, this tank was set up on about the 27th of January this year. So she's doing quite well. Alright, I will leave you with a quick shot of the tank. I'm just about to add some more cardinal tetras. I have a swarm of about 30, and just picked up another 5. As you can see, I'm not far off drip acclimating them. I don't know, it's starting to look like I'm going to put my angels in here. If I put my angels in here, I don't know how my shrimp will fare, but I think I can't worry about that. My angels are, I do have 2 beautiful black angels, as some of you may have seen. And I think they'd rock this tank totally. Alright then, if you can, do us a favour, subscribe. I will try to keep you guys informed and updated on what happens. If you can, give me a thumbs up if you like it. I mean, it's a good system. It's not a bad way to do things. Mind you, it's taken me 44 years to get here. So, anyway, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Well, I'll talk to you in the next video. Rate, comment, subscribe. Subscribe, guys. Let me know what's happening. And look, leave me a message. I love looking at all your tanks as well. You guys have got some great stuff out there. So, let me know. Anyway, take care. See ya.